Hello, this is Daryl at 10-Foot Truck Good Attitude Services. I just got back from a yard cleanup and hauling job for a repeat customer that I've been working for several years. Not just yard work, but I also help them haul furniture and appliances. And but it was a difficult job because it had to go down a hill, and then the access to the yard was quite a distance, and the yard goes down a hill. And it's very kind of uneven landscape, so you don't have a path to go down. And where all the yard trimmings were down, there were in areas where I didn't have a lot of access for a wheelbarrow. But thank God I had watched a video on Junk Squad's YouTube channel that he had a technique. He uses a large tarp to put items like that on the tarp and drag it. You can get a lot more material on these tarps and drag it. And since it was going down a hill, it made it much easier. There was no way I was going to get a wheelbarrow down there, and so when I thought about the video, I went ahead and put the tarp in the truck, and thank God I did, because it helped a lot. So shout out to Junk Squad. And but it was still difficult, but it did save time. I don't know if I would have been able to do that job without that tarp, so that really helped a lot. Plus, box trucks are a little bit hard when you're unloading. We do get a better price here at our transfer station for yard waste material for landscape companies. They go to this, there's a side different place where you just unload that kind of material, but it's less of a charge. It's not as expensive as your regular trash, so that was good. But it's very difficult to unload that material in a box truck, but you can. It's just a lot of labor, and you have to use rakes and like a metal rake I was using to drag that out. Of course, you want your safety goggles, safety glasses, and of course it's very important to have good sturdy gloves so you don't get cut up and you don't want anything to damage your eyes. So having the safety glasses, just basic stuff. And also I had the Sawzall that I got on a junk job. Thank God I brought that too, because I had to chop up some branches that were, since you have just a limited amount of space in here, some of the branches were pretty big, so I had to chop them up with that. And then really compact it to get all that material to fill up the truck. So it was quite a challenging job, but I got that done. And then I'm going to be going back to do this other job, which is yard cleanup, which I hadn't finished. And that takes, I usually do that. That's another repeat customer. I usually do a lot of their yard cleanup throughout the summer into the fall. So I don't advertise yard work, but I've been doing it for many years. So if a customer does need me to do that kind of work, I'm available, because I'm advertising junk removal and moving services, moving labor and delivery. But a lot of times people they need that too, so I will do that. And anyway, so I have 2 of those. So it's going to be quite a bit of yard cleanup this week. I already did 1 week before. So the beginning of the summer, or spring and the beginning of the summer, I'm going to do a lot of yard type work for these customers. And it goes throughout the summer, and then usually in the fall they have more cleanup for me to do. So that just kind of fits in between the gaps, and as I'm marketing more for junk removal, and that will be throughout the summer too. But I don't know if everybody out there does offer that, but a lot of customers do need those services as well. It just depends on if you want to be doing that kind of work or not. But it works out for me for these customers. So that's about all I want to talk about. I finally, I showed some pictures on the video. I finally repainted my truck. Because over the years, it just the paint was peeling off everywhere. So I got that done, remarketing that. I got some new flyers that I put out. I posted. I'm working on some more flyers to take the storage units for storage cleanouts. I want to do a lot of that. And while I'm doing this yard work, trying to get those jobs as well. The weather is going to be, it's cool right now, so it's not really hot summer yet. It's actually going to be raining the next couple of days, so that also will be helpful after the rain to go do more weed whacking and doing some yard cleanup, because the weeds will start to grow up pretty tall after the rain. So I'll be doing that. I also have to do that in my own yard. So next week will be a lot of that work. And got my ads up and ready to do some junk removal or some deliveries. Truck's ready to go. There you go. And I think that's all I want to talk about. I tried to do this video earlier, but my phone was, storage was out, so I had to clean that up. But hope everyone's doing great out there. Shout out to Junk Squad again for the tarp technique. That's a great way to resolve some issues when you're hauling certain types of materials. And always have a tarp with me. Now I have to get another one because that tarp got torn up on the rocks, but it served its purposes. I had probably got that free on a junk job anyway. Most of the tools I've gotten on junk removal jobs, yard tools and all that stuff. So very helpful. And with junk removal is that's what I love about it. You get a lot of stuff that people are throwing out you can use later, especially tools. And so it's pretty nice out today, but yeah, it should start raining tomorrow. So, but it's cool. And then of course next week after that, it's going to start going into what we have very hot summers here. Gets in the 90s, sometimes in the hundreds. I also saw other parts of the country that it's already getting up into the hundreds. So be careful out there if it's that kind of heat. It's very difficult to work in, but right now it's perfect weather for doing work. So hopefully I'll get some work tomorrow, and I'll be doing that other job on Tuesday. So have a great week out there and a great weekend, the rest of the weekend. So Daryl at 10 Foot Truck Good Attitude Services signing out.